Hello, this is Distracted Lord and welcome back to BeamNG Drive, and you may recognise this car from the last video, and this is the D-Series Farmhand, and to some it may just look like most of a D-Series with the bed of a trailer shoved on the back, which is probably what the Beam devs did, but to me this looks like a whole lot more, because to me this looks like a very good car. Because, you see, this is in fact a very tough vehicle, and we are here at the Endurodrome with random weird texture issues, which you totally don't see, and it totally looks like a normal track, because I'm going to be proving to you just how tough this thing is. Now, we are rear-wheel drive, we have an open diff. I can't remember what engine we have. Let's just pause mid-race and take a look at that. What? 4.1 litre i6. That's not anything particularly special. And we have a slightly silly trailer bed. I mean, I think it looks kind of cool. Now, this thing is very tough and very useful, and I guess, but it's called the Farmhand, but I'm not entirely sure how useful this thing would be on a farm, seeing as it's rear-wheel driving with an open differential, so most of the time your power's only going through one wheel, and if you're trying to drive around a muddy farm, I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. But yeah, the weakness this vehicle has is the drive shaft, as I have just proven. That wasn't supposed to happen. So you see, if we just stop the handbrake, is there anything damaged with this car? No, not really, other than the fact that it has a weak drive shaft. That is literally the only... The drive shaft will break before anything else does. So if we ignore the drive shaft, we have a fairly indestructible vehicle. Well, I've come to a muddy farm, and as you can see, I'm in the mud. And when I put my foot down, we can get out of the mud, and we can drive around the farm. So we can pull off some sick drifts in the farm, because that's what you do around your farm. So this thing actually appears to be working quite well. Does not seem to be having any struggles with getting around this farm. Well, it's not a farm, it's a sawmill, but it's the same thing really, right? Like, there isn't really a farm in this map. As you can see, we don't actually seem to have all that much problem with mud. But as we're at a sawmill, I thought, why don't we try and pull some logs and test this thing's pulling ability. Testing it out pulling logs? Yes, this seems a fantastic way of doing it. With a trailer that's about 4 times the size of it. So as you can see, we're a little slow to get started pulling it out of the mud. But that's probably not surprising, seeing as it is absolutely huge. And yeah, we can't pull it very fast. And apparently we just pull it while doing permanent drifts. Second gear is also apparently not an option, however tree and vision is. That's right. To be honest, I'm not surprised at this performance. This performance is actually quite good. This seems like a better trailer. We just have 2,100 kilograms of planks, which is just strapped to the trailer. And we can actually pull this. It is quite heavy. It's probably heavier than this car. This weight is... yeah, there is more weight in those planks than of this entire car. Also, while we're here, we can take a look at the performance. So we have 150 horsepower, 203 pound-foot torque, all that stuff you can read if you want to. Top speed of 104 miles an hour, Yes, right, nice. Now we can get back to pulling this load around, which is heavier than my entire car. And we're pulling it around without really any problem. We can bounce it around as much as we like. And we can do some sick trailer drifts as well. Yay. They seem great at doing trailer drifts. I don't think we can really drive all that fast with it though. We hit 50, now I'm braking. Just fling it around, it's fine. The suspension is just bouncing around. I mean, we've hit 60. I don't think we're going to go much faster than that because we're so bumpy. Turn, 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 turn. That sick drift. Not that. I mean, if we hadn't have crashed it on at the exit there, that would have been like the best driving through bridge ever. But we got to like 67, I think it was. That seems plenty fast enough driving with a trailer. Turn, 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 turn. Welcome down to Grid Map. That really simple, cool place with a bunch of stuff you can throw the car at. So we have some suspension tests we're going to immediately get into. As you can see, no real problem. The suspension's just like fine if you insist. We can take it on the big ones if we like. The literal slightly bigger version of that, which is this one. And as you can see, the suspension is still like fine, whatever. And we can just spin around, and there's some horrible bumps here. What are we going to do about it? Just drive over them like it's nothing? Oh, we're doing slight endos though. Never mind, no damage caused. There's some more bumps here we can drive along. Let's just cross these, as long as we don't go too fast, we won't break anything. I mean, I say as long as we don't go too fast, so we are bouncing around a lot. The only thing I will say about the suspension is, it's quite bouncy. It does, especially at the back. The back just likes to hop about a lot, especially over bumps. But I guess, if you put something heavy in the back, then that will help you. I have devised a little test for this thing. So if we just head on over here, I have a couple of cars parked up. We just have a really bright green I-Series and a really pink Barstow, and I may have slightly forgotten to check that we actually fit, and the answer is we don't. So let's just shove that one there, and let's just move this one back a bit as well, because otherwise we won't actually be able to park. And then we can just get this thing, we can go, can I park this thing? Here's a test. Let's just do some parallel parking. Just shove you out the way. I don't particularly care about you. And we can shove you out the way. And we want to park over here, so we can just shove you out the way as well. And just bash into everything. Because this is how you do parallel parking. And there you go. Perfect. So, as you can see, we've slightly, the front of the Barstow, the bumper's definitely bashed in. And this thing is just broken significantly. This thing, no, nothing at all. The bash bar at the front is slightly dented. Yes, that's the car. So, then if we just get you and we reset these, and we can just... I'm just going to drive into them, you see. So, let's just burn some tyres, and bonk. That's a significant dent in the side of the Barstow. Anything done to my car? No, nothing at all. Absolutely no damage. Like, it hasn't even broken any nodes. And then we can just drive into this one. Yeah, that's an even worse crash. Any damage to me? Nope, none at all. Any damage to this? Yeah! I think we did some damage. Doesn't care. Oh, the front this thing's slightly wonky. That's the power of having a bash bar shoved under your car. We can come at it again. Oh, this time we slightly buckled the bonnet, and now is really, I hope there's no one in that car because they're injured. We can also do another test. You can just about see my I-Series over here, and it's down here, and I'm going to get it to try and drive towards me and try and crash into me, and we're going to do the same. So we just get the AI to, oh, there's a follow me button, that's new. AI, chase me. Right, he's now going to try and kill me, and I'm going to floor it at him as well. It appears there's been a crash. Let's see. Oh no, we've slightly buckled the radiator. Actually, no, the radiator's fine, it's just slightly wonky. We might need a new radiator. That might be a thing we need to do, and new bull bars in the slightly front end. But what about this car? You're gonna need a new wheel, you're gonna need a new door, you're gonna need a new entire front end. You're gonna need new passenger's legs. I think we came off slightly better, shall we say. Now, if we just reset you, and we get... Actually, no, I want you to go like this, and then we get this one to also chase. Hopefully, they should go and floor it towards each other. Yes, come on. And smash. That was better than when I did it. So, which one's this? This is, I can't tell. Oh, this is the ETK. Not great shape. And then R1, also not great shape. Yeah, this is like, this car looks significantly less bad than that. It just looks so much worse. This car just comes off so much worse out of it. Right, next test. I brought back Mr. Pink Barstow, and he's going to try and crash into my car. But from the side this time. So let's just do this. We might have to move him a little closer, because he might be coming a little too fast, and he might just completely total my car. But no, that's no, cheat. This should finally be working. The Barstow should now come along and slam into me. He had a crash. Let's see the damage. So, we look at us. The door's slightly buckled in. I hope you weren't resting your arm on the window. Other than that, nothing. The Barstow, the entire front end is entirely crumpled, and you probably can't see. Yeah, you're not seeing anything at all. I was going to take a look at the nose. That's a significant amount more damage than that. Don't mess with this car. This is the message of this video. This is an amazing car, don't diss it, it's fantastic, and don't crash into it. Because otherwise this will happen to your poor Pink Barstow. But thank you for watching, don't get distracted, go subscribe now, and until next time, goodbye.